up? This your boy Ting.
And that's your nigga, Mike Millie.
We coming with Supreme Conversations. You dig? What's up? What's up, my nigga Will? We got my nigga Will in this joint. Got my nigga Will in there.
Chilling us all.
Every day, every Friday we get to it.
Oh, we definitely get to it. This one of them heavy hitters in the shop.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? You got barbershop talk.
I got them balls.
But you got the nigga that coming in there like with that Lil Wayne flow. You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Or at least
that's what you call
you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of conversation that you wanna be having. That's the level you wanna be on as far as conversation.
For sure.
Well, to be honest, that's only type of conversation we need to be having because we growing as men, so we shouldn't be talking about bullshit, especially when we focusing on us and trying to help each other grow.
You got your jokes.
Yeah,
that's your inside joke.
But most of the time the fucking jokes be stone bone serious.
Right, real shit.
Oh, yeah.
It be about serious shit that we joking about.
Right.
Most doubt.
But most of the time, we conversing on some serious shit.
Real shit.
Right, that's some shit that need to be talked about.
When you in the building, that's what I'm telling you. When you in the building, it's like that. I mean, we got other heavy hitters.
That's why I'm so happy y'all created this platform so we able to,
chop it up.
And not only just chop it up so everybody could hear what we chopping it up about. Because it be logical shit. It don't be no bullshit. It be shit that we need to hear.
Right.
And, so we all could try to get on the same page and, and try to grow as one, man.
Look,
shit real out here.
I was talking to one of my clients the other day. I had him in a chair. And he was really going through it. You know what I'm saying? Him and his girl had been going back and forth about their kid. And about a kid being a little boy. You know what I'm saying? He was arguing for the right to have him more than what she have him, because he want to really raise a man, and to raise that man, he feels that this is what he's saying. He feels that he needs to have his little man in his surroundings. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to bring it, and not so much with mom, because when you
applaud that man.
Okay.
Let's applaud that
real
man.
Real shit.
Feel like that.
Real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he that's what we need out here. That's
she fighting him on that.
That's what we missing.
For what?
Why?
For what?
I mean,
because at the end of the day, we got a lot of women out here that yell about they don't have a lot of good men out here, but you contributing to that when you make moves like that. Because at the end of the day, you want a good man, but you ain't focusing on raising a man. And how in the hell you gonna raise a man when you not a man?
Get out the way.
Get out the way.
Get out the way.
If that's what he want to do, especially if you got one of them.
Nah.
Where we come from, ain't too many of them.
I do believe that the woman, if so, should have the child till maybe a certain point. Then let pops take over.
Nah, man. No.
This is what I was told.
No, man.
Now wait, this is what. Look, I go to child support office. She
Right.
talk about put me on child support. I say fuck that. I go put myself on child support. Sitting down across from this man. Let her have him. Don't fight her right now. How old is he? At the time, I might even been 6.
Who is this telling
Look,
you that?
this is the nigga at the child support office. He said, "Look, hold up.
This nigga crazy.
Don't fight her right now. Let him be with his mom right now." He said between the ages of from born to 12, 11, 12, he said.
That's some bullshit.
The mama nurtures that child. Listen to. I took what he said and I fell back. Okay. The mama nurtures that child. There's a lot that the mama have to give. But from then on, we talking about a son. I don't know too much if this was pertaining to the daughter, but for my son, this is the son. So he was like, from that time, from the 12 on up, daddy need to be in his life.
You need to be in his life.
But look,
day
but
one,
I'm about
man.
to tell you, he got me with that. But learning, what you said. But you know that because you ain't had to deal with the bullshit.
You need to be there for
You know what I'm
day
saying?
one, baby.
It really need to be mama and daddy.
Day one.
That's what the fucked up problem is.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Like having
We
that,
trying to figure the shit out
having
halfway.
having that balance. Like at the end of the day, you know, like her role is important. Your role is important. So it's a balance. So it ain't. I don't think it's like either parent should have the child more, no matter if it's a girl or a boy. You know what I'm saying? I think it's both parents knowing that this child need them equally.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Look, knowing that, so, and finding a way to make that happen.
Right.
You know, as parents, that's knowing that.
Shit can still work as far as the fucking role you're supposed to have as far as taking care of your kids, even though you ain't together. And a lot of women miss that.
Right, but
First of all, they be so angry.
Right, but at the same token,
niggas too, because niggas will fuck up and be angry and
right and do spiteful shit. But at the end of the day, you know, the most important thing is the child. So
that's what get lost.
So, but you know, for that child or that boy or that girl, because you know, like some people like to push the narrative that the boy need the daddy more than the girl. And I don't believe that. I think both.
The boy need a daddy more than the girl.
I mean to say the boy need the daddy more than the daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I believe that the child they need the dad equally.
Yeah.
Fucking you know what I'm saying? Like
I would say.
So you know, because you hear that a lot. That boy need his daddy. You know, that boy need his daddy. What I also want to hear is that girl need her daddy.
For sure.
That girl need her daddy.
She definitely do.
You know
she know where that love come from. That's where the love started. That's where it starts. From your daddy.
Right. So when you say that, you know, that he need to be with him more, yeah, you know, to be able to raise a man, like but we gotta find that fine line of more. You know what I'm saying? Like it really depends on
what you saying.
What he doing? Balance, right? It's really the balance,
but it's fucked
what
up
what he doing?
We don't have mom and dad together. That's what the problem is. Let me ask you this, Will.
But when they be together, even if they're not together, you know, like we still have to know there's a alignment. You know, so it should go like, you know, child, I'm going to say dad, mom, child, no matter how far apart we are. You know, when it comes down to the final decision, you know, you want that to go through that last decision to go through the dad, even if we both came up with the decision far as the parents. You know what I'm saying? You want to make it look like that dad was the one that came up with the final decision.
How else can you teach your boy to run his household except showing him that this is who run the fucking household of that?
But
and mom needs to be on that. If she raising a kid,
well, that's why we sitting in here today, because you know the conversation is really about fatherless households. So that's what we missing. So we not having to be able to see and you know, like, cause sometimes you don't have to be able to be sit down to be taught. You know, the eyes, when you observing things, you learning. So
that's the first part.
Right. So when the father is not in the household, how he gonna know how to run a household? That's our problem, because the father is not in the household.
We gotta go
you
back.
Know, so the conversation is about fatherless households. So how can he know how to run a household when he don't even got the man in the household to even invitate?
Why is that man not there though?
Was his daddy not there?
No.
Was his daddy not there? Did he know how to be there? The nigga gotta get taught to be there? Man. Or should a nigga see his kid need his fucking dad and be there? Like, they have fathers who daddy wasn't in their life. You always gonna have some exceptions.
They got daddies who wasn't men right now to this day.
Right.
Who daddy wasn't in their life.
Did that?
Right. I didn't grow up with my dad.
But that don't stop you from being successful.
That taught you that lesson.
No, but my dad, for far back for when I'm here, for what I hear, my dad was he was in my life to like when I was like up to like 4, and then he met another woman, went his way or whatever, however it went, and I hear him say, "Man, your feet never touch the ground until you hit 4." So I was with him till I hit the age of 4.
Okay.
So he had me, and I could remember moments like he had me until he made a decision to, go his way, and whatever happened, I don't know. But, he was in that. And then, when my grandmother used to call for me, so I used to go by her house, he used to come through, and that's when I used to see him. And once she passed, it used to go like years I don't hear from him. And we live in New Orleans, so I'm uptown, he downtown. I might don't hear from him in like 2-3 years.
But did that make you bitter against him?
Well, it kind of made me bitter, and
because my dad wasn't in my life when I was young.
Right, but what I think would help was that my mama never diminished his character.
Right.
She never talked down and said she kept and every time I got around him, it felt he always felt like dad.
Right.
No matter what, no matter
y'all spend
what.
A lot of time together, y'all.
To this day, no, we haven't. You know what I'm saying? But I talk to him from time to time. I answer when I want to answer him. But I'm growing as a man, and I believe as time go on, then our relationship will get a little bit stronger. But yeah,
well,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy because mine wasn't in my life when I was growing up. So that don't make me bitter, but it still make you think like, God damn. You see all these other kids with daddies at school growing up, and you.
But
like,
it's
what the fuck my dad at?
From where we from is a norm, so it wasn't like you can even tell the difference.
See, it really wasn't a norm for me because everybody I knew had their dad.
See,
and look, still a whole lot to cut you out, but you spoke on the being more beneficial for the daughter than the son, or the son of the daughter. Just think about when that girl do that father-daughter dance and that wedding. That's important factors in that girl's life. Shit like that happening. She don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder if this is the same to have a stepdaddy and a stepdaddy, or have the real nigga in a position.
I believe it's important just to have that masculine figure around. You know what I'm saying? No matter if he blood or not, because it was men that came through, and helped shape my life. As far as I can remember, like my park ball coaches, my high school coaches. So there was men that came in my life and helped shape.
So you had father figures,
right?
I had a lot around me myself,
right? And that's very important, and that's very important. And my mama, she knew that I needed that type of energy, and she seeked that. She went out and seeked that, and when she found the coach, she turned me over. She said, "Look, coach, whatever you got going on, come get him. You come get him." And I mean, he can't got me from basketball, football, baseball. If they had swimming, I'd have been in that motherfucker doing backstrokes.
But see, they don't have that no more. They don't have that father figure to come get you. See, you had that coach.
Right.
I had a pastor. I had a grandpa. I had uncles. I had brothers. That's all I had around me.
I don't think they lacking that. I think they lacking the women with the mindset of seeking that.
I don't know.
They not women, like a lot of women I know, and from what I'm seeing, like it's not a conscious of raising a man. It's like buying clothes. Like an image is more about what they put on them instead of what they put in them. So if it was a conscious of I gotta raise a man, then they'll seek some type of environment to get
they don't know how to raise a man.
Right. So how is she gonna even think about?
They could do the best they can.
But
Man, this shit
like I
fucked
say,
up, dude.
my mom, she knew she couldn't do it. So what she did, she turned me over. She went out and she looked for a man for me to be under, some type of direction. You know, like you need to be.
But every mom don't do that for their child.
Right. So Tank, that's what I'm saying. The problem is the lack of the consciousness of putting your child in a controlled environment so he can be, gain some type of mannerism, like being around a man.
Black woman is missing some
Being
things.
underneath the direction.
Black men are missing some things. Why are we missing those things? What happened to the fucking family? What happened to us as a man and a woman to be able to remember to do these things and to always have this on our mind that the kids are supposed to be taken care of like this? A woman's supposed to be having mine. My husband is supposed to be treated like this. A man's supposed to have my woman is supposed to be treated. What happened?
That's all old school. People be, they be stuck in what they saw. They saw their mom would do this, or they saw their dad to do this, or they saw this how their grandma came up.
The power of the eyes.
Yeah, this how their mama came up.
How did that shit affect y'all, though? How did that shit affect the single household? Not having that daddy around. But you not having that daddy around.
I mean, moms did the best she could with me. Like,
damn.
She did her thing.
Moms had boys, friends around.
So as a man, Tank, as a man now, what's some things, you think you been, not having your dad in your life that you wish you would have had, some things that affect you that would have made you better as a father.
Well,
that you believe would, because he never had it. So
that's what I can't really expound on it because I don't know. Like, it's certain things that I had that I saw from my brother, like I said, from other people, that taught me to be that man. Like, it's only one.
So right now, I'm coaching. Right, I coach my son football team. I coach his basketball team, and what I see and what I notice with me is a certain level of sensitivity I had, right? So it was one time, about 2-3 years ago, we was in this basement. I was on a job, and the supervisor came down, and he directed us to go do some firm and direct, right? And everybody moved to the beat. And then I was kind of like, man, where we from, got to chest up and be like, man, what are you talking about?
So you're saying not having your dad did that?
I think that's an effect because I'm gonna go back to say what I'm seeing by me coaching, right? So I'm gonna tell you me as a man. So I was like, everybody move but me. I'm feeling a certain way, right? So I'm like, damn. So, and then the very next morning, I'm driving to work, and I hear Charlemagne talk about how, us as black men, we have a certain level of sensitivity, right? So, and I'm looking, I'm like, damn, that was sensitive because he wasn't even talking directly to me. He just came down and made a statement about what we need, gave direction on what we need to do and how we need to do it, right? But his tone, right? So in the same token, I'm in that position right now, and I give out direction firm. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to fiddle around my words and worry about people's feelings.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
No, but at the end of the
deliver it in a different way and not.
No, it ain't even about delivering it. First, I had to learn how to accept it.
So it's straight
and realize that like this man mean business and put my feeling in the bag and go get to it. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even just talking directly to me. He was talking to all of it, but I was the one that felt some type of way. Right? So as a man and as I'm growing, I had to ask why. So see the why? The why effect? The why effect is so important. Just look in the mirror and sometimes ask why. Why I feel that way.
What's the answer, Will? What was the answer from the
all right,
why?
so now as I convert back to me being the coach, right? So I can see the kid that's coming to the park with just the mom. I can see the kid that's coming to the park with the dad. And I can see the response when I coach the kid with the dad and I coach the kid with the mom.
And what's the difference?
All right, so the kid with the dad, yes, coach. All right, coach, good. The kid with the mom, he get rebellious and he put his head down. He thinking I'm fussing at him. He get in his feelings. When you just being coached.
Nigga, man.
And who he talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like who he talking to?
He goes back.
So you saying that because he didn't have his daddy?
I'm about to tell you why.
I believe he just not used to hearing that certain
a bunch of kids who in the same boat he in, so they all feeling like that.
Right.
That's the conversation.
Man,
you let that nigga tell them.
Right.
Yeah.
So my son. When I started taking him on full time, right? So when I used to talk to him, because I talk with a lot of passion, right? And you could get it confused like anger, but I'm really talking with passion. So, and when I used to talk to him, he used to tear up because he thinking I'm, he in his feelings, right? So now we at a stage to whereas he respond confidently. He respond with confidence when I still talk with that tone, right? So I could see that the sensitivity of that base of my clear direction don't mess him up no more.
So that sensitivity,
it don't rattle him.
The sensitivity in your son is
getting sucked out of him.
It's leaving.
But at the end of the day, I'm doing it with a conscience,
right? Because
I know I suffer with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the real world, you ain't gonna survive being sensitive.
Right.
You can get tricked out. You can get tricked out your spot.
And they got a lot of niggas out here be sensitive and be feeling played about every fucking thing.
Look,
everything niggas feel played.
I'm at work, right? They got this guy, I guess, black, speak Spanish. Normally they be from Haiti or something like that. And I was like, look, dude, how long you gonna be working right here? He said, I'm gonna be there a few minutes. I said, look, I need to run this piece of pipe, blah, 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 right? So the black dude I'm working with, right? He like, man, you can't be coming on the job, running people and all that. Like, I said, what you mean? So you figure I handle that, man? I said, see, that's that old Americanized ass shit. See, that man understood I'm just trying to do my fucking job.
And he felt played.
The guy didn't feel played.
The guy who said something felt played.
The guy who I'm working with felt played because he fucking sensitive. And I didn't say, it's just my tone. I didn't mean nothing by it.
Was he doing that or was he having a bad day? Was he, sometimes people be having a
No.
day.
It was me talking to the guy.
Right.
Asking the guy,
right?
Can I get there for a minute, right?
Right.
But the guy that was working with me heard me talking to the guy and felt like if it was him, put it like this: if it was him on the ladder or in the area, he'd have felt some type of way how I asked him about the area.
But did that nigga really feel that way? Or was he having a bad day? This nigga, you know him.
No. Why would he? I don't know where you're getting at. Why would he be feeling that? No, he made a statement that you coming, cause I'm just coming out of work on the weekend.
Right.
So he making a statement like I'm coming bossing the man around because of how my tone, the delivery. So he made a statement, so that means if I was talking to him, I wasn't even talking to him.
He was gonna say,
you know what I'm saying? It'd have been a situation. But at the end of the day, this guy is not Americanized, meaning he's from a whole nother country.
Oh, that's that cat.
Right. The cat that was on the ladder from a whole nother country. It ain't bother him. He was like, okay, you get there. Whatever the fuck he is, whatever the fuck. Okay, you can get whatever the fuck he is, but at the end of the day, is a certain level of sensitivity, that I looked in the mirror and realized I had, and And when I feel that shit coming up on, I check that shit. You know, like this weekend, I walk in the Tiki's, right? I know them, that's my little area downtown. They got a new security guard. I walk in there with my drink like I do. You know, all the rest of the security guards know me. This guy come up, he like, say, bro, look, you gonna either have to leave your drink with me or you gonna have to step out. In that type of tone, right? He only doing his job.
He doing his job.
Why the fuck he gotta fiddle around his words to try to find it pleasant to tell me what he need to be done?
Because
you know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, a bad day.
No, at the end of the day,
so I'm gonna watch how I talk to everybody.
I felt the sensitivity kicking in. Meaning I was probably,
so you was about to feel played.
I was about to right, but I'm growing.
Yeah.
Man, this man doing his job.
Yeah, man.
You know, all right, brother. So what I did was, because I'm 39-year-old, gonna reach 40, won't see my son, have a child, so I'm growing. So my mindset, all right, brother, look, I'm just ordering some food. Give me a minute. I'm gonna step out. You know what I'm saying? But give me a minute. I'm gonna get out, you know. Give me a minute. I'm gonna be right outside. So that's what I did. I just followed his rules. Right. And then I went to the owner, explained to the owner would handle that and was like, look, that's Will. He do what he do. He round here, you know, he a regular, so blah, blah, blah. And I handled it that way instead of responding to that guy in the ignorant way.
Right.
What I'm saying is grown or not is a certain way to address a man. From the dump.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying, Mike, is how he addressed me, that was wrong. He was supposed to, you know, like...
Nah, he was doing his job,
He was doing his job.
You can't feel played, man. Like, everybody got... And that's the world we live in right now.
So nobody had a bad day.
What bad day? Like, what the fuck?
What I'm saying is...
Like I had a bad day. Who's supposed to be wrong is being psychic?
I'm trying to give an explanation maybe for the shit. I must have had a bad day for me to be tripping about something you saying. I must have had a fucking bad day. Like, what the fuck wrong with me? So is that not having a dad around? Is that not having a dad around?
That's what I was about. That's what I was trying to get to. Like
we going back
on a sensitivity. What's wrong with? Why am I tripping?
We going back.
I must have had a bad day.
That's what we talking about. Sensitivity.
So a bad day. Like, come on, man, you're a grown ass man. You have a bad
ain't
day,
gonna take,
and you know you gonna react like that. Then stay your fucking ass inside.
Right. I was just about to say that.
Because if you just having a fucking bad day, you know what to do to calm your fucking bad day down. You know what I'm saying? Go smoke your fucking blunt, get in the cone, or woosah. But whatever the fuck you do.
All the niggas know how to do that. Does every man know how to do that? And where does that come from? Not knowing. Where are we lacking as men?
So one time, all right, so, you know, when I'm with my son. So a guy came to we was at the gas station dropping him off at school.
All right.
Guy coming up. The guy asked him for his ID, right? Doing his job. Man, I come in this fucking store every fucking day and blah, 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 blah. Man, where's your ID? Ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit.
Right.
Hey, where's your ID?
Right.
So, as my son standing there, I said, look, son, that ain't no way to react. That don't make you look no tougher. But that make you look
gotta
like a
find
dumbass.
those. Take advantage of those.
That's a sign of
ignorance.
That's ignorant.
Right. So you look stupid. Like you not winning at all. Like with that, because at the end of the day, this guy gotta feed his family, and feeding his family depends on him following the rules.
Right.
So when you know that, and you're a man, and you got a job, because when you obviously this motherfucker ain't had a job, because he ain't got no fucking rules to follow.
Right.
He don't know nothing about nothing.
I love those teaching moments.
Right. So that's what we missing. The father. We going back to him not being around to be able to acknowledge that teaching moment.
Explain it out
for
him.
Right. To be able to see that and help your son look at it.
When I do it and I watch my son reaction from it, he get it. He get it.
Yeah.
So if I wasn't that explaining it, he would be confused and lost.
Because at the end of the day, what he gonna get it from a woman's point of view?
And the woman don't know what she don't know how to be a
Super
man.
Once she see that heated moment, oh come on, baby, let's go. You know, she trying to get the fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Look,
she trying to get the fuck.
For instance, today, I pull up to the store. I asked my son, I said, you want to come in the store? Or are you chilling out chill? He playing a game. He said, Dad, I'm going to chill today. Sometimes he come in, sometimes he don't. I don't make him come in or not.
Right.
I run in, I come back. No, I run in while I'm in, his mama called. She said, we talking about what she called about. Then she said, what Richard? I was like, he in the car. She said, oh, Mike, with all this carjacking going on, shit happening, you leave him in the car? I said, he'd be straight. He in there with a gun. With a gun? Are you serious? I said, he know how to use it. He good. She flipped out. I said, hold up.
How old he is?
10 years old. I said, hold up. I'm just fucking joking. Calm down.
Okay.
But I want to make this point. In other countries, come on, man.
Yeah.
They busing.
They rocking like that?
They busing at 10. So why am I even not now? I'm thinking I'm about to show him how to shoot the gun.
But what they saying,
teach him and take him in the country and go shoot the gun.
They not seeing other countries shoot guns.
Yeah,
They seeing what they see in New Orleans.
She not even thinking about him protecting himself. She thinking about she just
flipping out.
The dumb shit that goes on with behind guns and kids and
but that's all. But that's all we see.
Right.
My point
That's
is
what I'm saying. That's what
the
she
emotional shit that women flip out, and the second part is me lacking. Because he's supposed to know how to shoot the gun.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know not to open this fucking door for nobody.
Why you asshole?
Come on, man. Asshole.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
Right. So, so us being around is important. Again, so, like, I got a story like that, right? And it's funny. For Black History Month. We go to Walmart, and he got to get a 3D poster, right? So he like, oh, Dad, the poster's over here, right? So I'm like, all right. I say, you know what? Let's take this little situation right here, and we're gonna turn this into a teaching moment, right? So I say, so I'm your daddy now. I done bought these damn posters multiple times. I can take you right there.
Right.
But I say, when you decide after I didn't tell you something, and you decide to take your direction, watch all the bullshit you go to get to the final.
Right.
Watch all the bullshit you go through to get to the pot of gold, which is the 3D poster. Right? So we take off. I said, go ahead. I'm going to follow you. Go ahead. Go. We go.
He think he know where you
going. He think he know where you going. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is your decision. Go ahead. Right? So, finally, I said, you ready for me to take you to the poster? Yeah, Dad. Dad.
I'm saying what he did before y'all.
We went through a bunch of bullshit. We went through buku, left turns, right turn. We way about a meeting shit. We buy tuna fish looking for a fucking poster. Yeah, because we won't take his route.
Right.
You know, like a route, this is a brand new route for you.
Right.
You know, I'm 39 years old. I done took all the fucking routes for you.
He assuming
you
know.
Right. Yeah. I know. He assuming. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you know, like, I'm putting it on his mind, like, you know, like, this fucking man know what he talking about. Right. So you got to find all type of situation, but if you're not there, he not getting that. So that's
so
what
we got to be in these children's life. Got to be in these children's life.
I was about to say, it seems like to me, single men raising their sons, doing a better job. But listening to you talk, I think what it is a father is a father. He gonna a good man to his kids is a good man. Period. He doing what he gotta do.
Listen, I just heard this on the radio.
Yeah,
you could be a daddy, and you could be a father.
Right.
Real
right.
Talk.
Because what you think the daddy term is? The money shit, huh? I think the daddy term and a father.
A daddy is just all right. He my daddy.
Yeah, he my daddy. Even the money shit. The money shit.
He was with my mama.
Like,
that's my daddy.
Through, like, the tennis, bam, bam.
Yeah, I think single fathers realize that they have to, and they really put that effort, though, to to instruct that kid through life. I mean, a man's
I
supposed to, but I
don't-
think single fathers realize that they're not
just
there all the time, and they
a
really
man-
the real niggas. Is that
we gonna say the real man.
the real man?
So the real man, you know, he grown himself when he wasn't raised with a father himself.
Right.
You know, so he grown. So he didn't took himself from around, you know, the situation he been in, and he have grown as a person, right? So he didn't see how the foundation and where our foundation where it's cracking at. Because when you able to set a strong foundation, then you able to build a bunch of shit on top of that. Right. You know, a weak foundation, you can't throw shit on top of that, right? So everything got to start at the beginning, and us being there in the early stage, because the eyes teaches us so much. Like, I recognize my son, you know, when he was 2, he just wanted to do everything I do. Like, if I've been down a certain way, he wanted to do that. Right. But whatever I do, he wanted to do. So I realized how you could be taught something without even being sit down and taught something. Just being in an environment and observing.
They observe.
I picked up plenty from my parents. I mean, plenty.
So, Mike, you was raised with your dad.
Oh, he had his
raised
dad.
with
Good
dad.
dad,
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's two different things. Dad, you could have dad in the household, or you could be raised by your dad.
Well, did you have a father?
What I'm saying?
Did you have a father?
The nigga could sleep with your mama every fucking night, and he ain't teaching you shit.
Like a coach. I mean a coach. I'm like a coach.
You pick up what you pick up. Other than that, when you don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You like, look, I can say Maya. She could be going up the steps. She'll be like, I can hear the deep breath like, this nigga about to come with some shit.
Nah.
She about to be like, oh Lord, here go my dad. He about to preach.
Look, both of my children do that right now.
I'm gonna say,
call their name.
I learned more from my dad.
I
learned more from my dad by observing.
Just by
than
observing.
what he taught me.
Than what he taught you.
But he don't have to just say, Mike, listen at this. Listen at this.
True.
You got to watch.
Maybe that was his strategy.
That's
Pay attention, little nigga.
Strategy.
Pay attention.
But it's some things, you know, you
need to discuss.
You need to discuss.
And we didn't discuss.
You know,
you're right.
It is like, and it's also a level of accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like holding niggas accountable. You know, like
self first.
Like I hold my son accountable for all like little shit. Like man.
Which would teach him to do the same for his son.
So when your child get at age and they start wanting shit, right? And like you just don't get shit now. Nah, you gotta work for shit. Nah, you know, like you gotta earn shit. Like you just don't get this shit.
Yeah.
You know, like what you doing in school, like, you know, so when you realize that when I come pick you up, like watch this. So watch the woman emotion, right? So I show up by her mom house. That's where you go at after school, pick him up for football practice. If he ain't got everything ready, I'ma jump his ass. His mama, you always fussing at the boy, blah 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 blah, right? Like fussing at him. I'm not fussing. I'm addressing him and I'm holding him accountable. Because if he know I'm gonna be here for 5 o'clock, why the fuck I gotta look for this, and this for us to get going? Like that's some bullshit.
Set aside what you're doing and handle that business.
At the end of the day, my little sister told him. I told him Sunday that she was gonna take him to the jump place next Saturday at 12 o'clock. You know who was calling me at 12 o'clock?
Your sister.
No, him. Dad, what's your number? Because she said she was taking me to the jump place. So when it's some shit he want to do, he gonna remember.
Right.
So now it's time to start holding your ass accountable.
Right, because when it's some real shit.
Because clearly he got to understand.
Right, because at some point in your life, you're going to have to be on the schedule.
So when do it start? When you start holding them accountable?
The minute they start
the reason shit like that happens, you can see it. You know this nigga know what the fuck he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, like like I say, that take you being there. But look at a woman emotion. You know, like, you know.
But that ain't every woman. That's just the single mom.
No, it ain't every single mom.
Or whatever.
That's the woman. That's the woman that
don't have full understanding of.
That just
it ain't every woman.
It ain't every woman.
It ain't every
She
woman.
was fucked up too.
Yeah.
Like her background,
Yeah,
what she, you know, like, man, it's them deep, dog. Like we could talk about, we can go so deep into shit. Like it's systematically done. Like we can go off, but this ain't another topic because I won't come back and talk about shit like that. You know, like I won't come back.
More than welcome back.
You know, the way slavery kicked it all off.
For shit like that.
For sure.
We just talk about the absence of the father and the importance of the dad being there for the daughter and the son. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? They need to be there equally.
Isn't family so beautiful? I'm gonna ask you.
What you say?
You got it, nigga.
What you talking
nigga,
about?
you got it.
What you talking about?
I can't even ask you this, though. Ain't family so sweet?
Oh, man.
You know
ain't nothing better than a good home, getting off from work, going to some meals.
Right.
Your wife, your kids running up to you, even the little dog running up to you. So, I mean... It's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
So being able to, you know,
it's a blessing.
To be able to see that shit, you know, like I go through experience with guys like on my job. They got this one guy, his name Nate. So he talk about shit about his dad, like how he used to respond to his dad in certain situations. So that's how I measure what I'm doing. Because, you know, I don't even fucking know what I'm doing is right because I didn't have a dad to do what I'm doing.
But you had the father figure.
If I'm just being too strong on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, the effect of that man not being there, dog, is so serious, bro. To the point that, you know, it don't take $1. It ain't about no money.
It ain't about no money.
You know, like I can remember times me in a park, like shooting basketball and like, you know, imagining my daddy there watching me.
Ooh.
Like
that's how
real
you
talk. Like,
well, I mean, it wasn't like that for me because I didn't know.
You didn't even
understand.
I was too small. Like I just look at everybody else dead, and when I got my game, I'm like, fuck it, my mama there, my sister there.
See, I didn't have that. So to hear you say you imagine your dad,
that's some hard shit, huh?
Damn.
So look, the other day, right? I show up to my daughter practice. She played tennis, and I mean, she doing some junk shit. I mean, missing like 3 balls in a fucking row, right? So I'm like, man, that shit look. So she gonna come out in an outburst and be like, "Well, Dad, I've been on the court for like 3 hours and blah blah blah." I'm like, well, I don't care. I said when the motherfucker, cause I don't attend her practice like I used to, right? Cause she's 17 now.
Got it.
So she been playing tennis since she was 6 years old. So now she kind of on her own. So when I walk in the building, you need to be doing some shit. I don't give a fuck if you tired. That motherfucker need to click on like a light switch.
Right.
You know, I don't give a fuck how much time, you know, you been on the court just because you tired. You know, like, motherfucker, I used to pray.
You want some more?
Yeah, I used to literally imagine my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I used to imagine my daddy watching me in the park shooting the basketball.
Right.
And here, I'm paying top dollars for your lesson.
Right.
For you to have a tennis lesson.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's why I'm staying on her ass so she don't never gain a certain level of comfortability and know that she on a mission of breaking a cycle.
Right. Well, I'm the same way with my son with his soccer. You dig? So when it's time for him to play soccer, I don't want him to be lacking on nothing. Like, so when it's time for me to go out there with him, we gonna do what we do. No time for the bullshit. No time for the cutoff. No time for none of that shit. Like,
right.
It's time to get to it. So with that being said, the mind frame that you gotta have with these children is to go forward.
But where you get that from?
Well,
because that means it's coming from inside.
Well,
Fuck up what you had a
I
dad
saw.
or not. You knew what
I
to do.
saw, but as a man, when you grow older and you looking at that shit, you want to do the same thing. You want better for your child
Fucking right.
than what you had.
Fucking
you
right.
always want better for your.
Fucking right.
But sometimes that could fuck them children up. Saying yes for every
Oh,
fucking thing.
ain't no sometimes. I think that
No, I ain't no yes dad.
yeah,
you can't say yeah for every fucking
Ain't
thing.
no
yeah, you can't
yes
say yeah.
dad.
No, not
I'm
yet
not
for
no
everything.
yes
No,
dad.
fuck
Ain't
no,
no
fuck
yes.
no.
I know, no, I'm
Fuck
not.
no.
I'm not your partner.
Fuck
Yeah.
no.
I'm not the one that's gonna like worry about your feelings. I care less about.
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
fuck
I'm
the
your
feelings. I'm
say,
your daddy.
Now,
I'm
I
not your
had
friend.
that problem.
We
I
dad.
had that problem.
You know what? I'm your father. I'm not your dad. I'm your
I like that.
father.
But
I
look,
like that too.
being a
Father.
single parent dad, not together with the mama, when he will come around, I want to have fun with my dog. You see what I'm saying? With my son. I want to have fun with him. So we doing a lot of fun stuff.
We can still.
No, that's how I was in the beginning.
We
Until
can
I
always-
realized, hold up. This too
Hey,
much
he
fun
gonna
shit.
think it la,
This
la,
ain't,
la.
I'm not your
When
fucking
you come
parent.
around, you la,
the
la,
daddy.
la. They
Yeah.
you
You know what I'm
whistling
saying?
that shit.
You falling by the wayside like that. I'm your daddy.
Yeah, la, la,
But see,
la.
if you don't catch that early on,
Yeah, he gonna thank you.
that'd be a bad boy. That'd be a problem.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
That'd be a
no,
problem.
No.
When his teachers say, "I'm gonna call you daddy,"
Yeah, it's some
he
serious
get
shit.
right.
Right.
It's some
He
serious
don't
shit.
want
Right.
daddy
Right,
popping
so,
up.
Right,
so
right.
my
You know what I'm
son, my son mom, she like, that's sad. My mama gotta do is say she gonna call your daddy. My son break out in tears. I say, I say, who you want him to be scared of? You want to be scared of the fucking police? I say, because at the end of the day, I want this nigga to be in the back of the police car and say, take me to jail. Don't take me to this nigga, because this nigga gonna fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit I want. That's the little bit of fear I want of this nigga.
Yeah.
You know, so it ain't nothing wrong with striking that little bit of fear, because he gotta be scared of something. Because the nigga ain't scared of nothing, then he gonna do whatever.
But I don't want the fear.
No, it's a certain type of fear.
I want that
It's a
respect.
respect.
I want the respect.
It's the respect, but at the end of the
Respect,
day,
baby.
as black men, black boys, we need to be more loved than disciplined.
Yeah,
So
hell yeah.
so what I'm doing is I tell him I love him at least 2 times a day. So when I jump his ass,
He know.
I love you.
Yeah, he know.
So
He know.
me telling him I love him is on the regular.
Yeah, that's
Because
for
why?
sure.
Why? I'm holding him accountable extra hard, dog.
And
So
I want him to
gotta
get
remember.
the respect
Right.
is there, but I want you to, at the end of the day, have an understanding of what I'm teaching you, son. I want you to really get what I'm saying to you, because when you a kid, your mom and them daddy pay the bills. You're eating, you're getting clothed, and you're getting your house.
you
Right.
You see what I'm
All
saying?
right, for
when
sure.
it's time to work,
Right.
you in that environment.
So that's why I believe like sports is vital. You know, like it's important for a kid, so it's able to create that adversity in their life, because as children, you don't have the chance to be able to, like to establish, for adversity in your life, because as parents, the parents we trying to make it sweet for them, right? So we need the sports to be able to see when you get knocked down and how you gonna respond. Because my coaching or my fathering is not all the way about the situation at hand. It's about how you gonna bounce back. Because in life you gonna always get knocked on your ass. You're gonna get knocked on your ass.
Right.
So it's about the response. It's about how you gonna get up and fight back.
Right.
So sports is vital, and a single mama that's out there, that the father, that the kid don't have no father, I recommend you to go seek that type of attention for your son, to be around
Or your
some
daughter.
type of, or your daughter,
Or
to
your
be
daughter.
be under type of the direction of a man in some type of controlled environment at some time of the day.
Right.
Like if the man not there, if he don't want to be there, then don't fool yourself and think you could do it by yourself. The time you think you can't do it by yourself, then you gonna help yourself and your child by going seek some help and putting him in a controlled environment so he can be able to establish some direction from a man and get used to that. Because as he grow older, he get in the real world. That's what it's gonna be.
Right. Man, bro.
How you deal with the mothers?
How you deal with them?
What you be telling them?
You gotta pray.
Yeah.
Just to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
You gotta pray because at the end of the day, we always gonna see things from two different perspectives. Like the woman gonna see it her view, the man gonna see it in his way.
Right.
So but at the end of the
Put
day,
God first.
if we strong enough to come to
God
common
first.
ground and know that the big picture is about the kid and not about us, then we can make some shit work.
Let me say this.
It's almost about dealing with each other because as the daddy I am and my son mama, I'm hard to fucking deal with.
Real shit.
I'm almost like the bitch. What? I'm hard to deal with. Like, where he at? What he got on? Did he take a bath? Did he what? What?
Right,
I'm
right.
on what?
Right.
What?
Right.
I'm on his ass.
Right.
I don't know.
But shout out to the fathers that are in the kids' life.
Hell to the yeah.
And that's playing a big role in these fucking children's life because these children need us.
I want to say
You
this
did.
too. This show here, we could do celebrities all day.
Mm-hmm.
We want that regular,
Real,
Regular
authentic.
You know what I'm saying? That
Authentic.
everyday.
Yeah.
Regular
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On here,
Yeah.
because that's the best stories.
Yeah,
That's the
dog.
You know what I'm saying?
regular,
I
regular.
appreciate you, Will.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Yeah,
We need
yeah.
you back, my nigga.
For
We
sure.
Need you back.
Any
We definitely need
fucking
you back.
show you want to come on, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Will. Any fucking time.
Yeah, but I'm so happy y'all. Like I said again, y'all created a platform that because sometimes some people you grew up around, you kind of outgrow them and conversations and shit you want to talk about, they not even thinking about.
Yeah.
So when you got a platform of like-minded people that you could tune into and get some type of direction, even get motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like it feel good.
Right.
Because it's certain topics and shit we need to talk about, and it's a whole lot more that I could bring to the table.
The
that I
people
want
gonna
talk
respond
about.
to this.
For sure.
Right,
The next
because
we got more shows to come.
even
baby. More
where
shows
we
to
at
come.
about the fallen, the fatherless households is a reason why. So at the end of the day, when we see shit fucked up, we need to start saying why.
Trying to get to the bottom of it.
Then when you say why, you'll try to get to the bottom of it.
Real
You know
shit.
what I'm saying? But if
Real
you
shit.
just be like the shit fucked up, it's fucked up, it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, real shit.
But ask yourself why.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good way to end now, man. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to wrap this thing up. Coming from Supreme Conversations. We want to thank my boy Will coming through here today. You did. We want to thank him for coming
I
in.
appreciate it.
All day, partner.
Yeah, you
I be
coming
needing
back.
somewhere to go give all my energy.
Nigga, you
besides
coming
the
back.
For sure, for sure.
You
for
coming
sure.
back. This don't stop.
And this was another episode of Supreme Conversations. You dig?
Yeah.